Hello and welcome to This is Private Practice and Celebration Fri-Yay. I am sitting in a different part of Purple Co HQ today. Sophie's away, so Joe will play with the sit to stand desk. So that's where I've been hanging out today. Well, for half the day, because as you can tell, we have yoga hair because it was Friday and I got to go to yoga today, and I'm so incredibly grateful. Don't know if there are any other yoga practitioners out there, but if I don't go to yoga now, I get irritable. And I'm much more pleasant after I've been to yoga. But it's time to celebrate, and it's time to acknowledge all the great work that we've done this week, the people that we've helped, the encouragement that we've been able to give and also receive. And I'm really keen, if there are people out there watching today, to find out what you've been working on and how I can celebrate with you and how we can appreciate what it is that we do for the people in our world. So try and cast your mind back to Monday when the week started. For me, it feels like it was a really long time ago. And the first thing I'm going to celebrate is I went to the city 2 days in a row this week, that being Monday and Tuesday, and no one died, including myself. Hurrah! Hey, Beck McMurray. I have a Beck McMurray original on my wall. How do I get my finger over there? That's my Beck McMurray original. And look, Beck, I have the candle that you gave me down here too. Thank you so much for being such a big part of the Purple Co life, and me and my life as well. So Joe went to the city for 2 days in a row and nobody died, including Joe. And on the second day, there was cake. That was pretty awesome. So I have been able to support and encourage my team this week. I've been able to progress a meeting with a large funding body for us this week, which is really exciting. I have been able to welcome 5 brand new paying clients into Purple Co this week. Hey, Deli. Hey, my sister's here. Yay! I have been able to have a meeting with the awesome Deb Eblin today, who is helping me manage Infusionsoft's Becoming Active campaign in my business and peeling off some more of the Band-Aids. And we did that without me throwing anything, including a tantrum. Celebrating that. Celebrating that Deb wants to work with somebody like me. Celebrating that. That's pretty cool. Celebrating that we've got some amazing things happening with clients this week. So one of the parts of helping people return to work that's often really quite difficult for us to navigate is helping people find placements in workplaces where we can help them build their confidence and resilience around their injury or their illness or their disability or just confidence. And we've now found a fantastic organisation that's going to partner with us to help us find these placements. And what was so encouraging is that as health professionals, my team and I find it really hard to go out and basically sell this service to a potential host employer. We can all do it. We've all done it. We're all good at it. It's just one of those things that we would rather not do. So we would rather, I don't know, file, play with your emails, do some social media posting. I think clean came up a few times when we're talking about all the things we would avoid rather than having to go and do this. And I'm sitting down talking to this other organisation who know health and know employment. And there were 2 people sitting across from me going, so wait, all you want us to do is go and talk to employers and see if we can get employment placements for you or training placements for you? And I was like, yeah. And here I am anticipating that they were going to be so upset and disappointed because this is the bit that I expect no one wants to do. And they were like, oh my God, that sounds fantastic. If that's all we have to do, I'm so excited about doing that. When can we start? Have you got referrals? So I am so excited about helping our clients because we're going to be able to help them bridge that really awkward transition now quite easily. And it was interesting because I had a conversation with a large regulator this week about the use of these work trials, and they're like, oh, they're just expensive. Nobody ever gets them done. They don't really do anything. It's more like babysitting. And my response was at the time, it's because they haven't been done properly and they haven't been done by us. And now I have full confidence that we've got this whole new service delivery that we can be offering, which is going to just really make life easier for everybody. And we get to test people out in real life situations and watch them blossom and shine. So I think I've already told you the story about how we've been helping one young lady move into a work trial, and she was so confident. Her confidence grew so much during this process that she actually went and got herself a job. And she rang up Kylie, one of my consultants, and said, so, you know that equipment that you've organised for me, can I take it to my job? Oh, that's what we want to see. We want to see our clients feeling so well and so confident that they take what they learn in rehab or with therapy with us and make it their own. Yay! Isn't that worth celebrating? That is so awesomely cool. Oh, don't feel like I finished much this week. I'm writing my book. Oh, but the celebration there is that I have got interviews lined up for the book, and the people who have agreed to be interviewed for my book, you're going to love it. You're going to love these people and their stories. Some of them are people you won't know of and you won't have heard of, but they're the people doing the work and making the change and being the entrepreneurial clinician. And I'm looking forward to learning from them and sharing their stories, and just the response I'm getting from my brief and my table of contents, that people are really excited about this subject and about this happening. I wrote a blog. Didn't think that was going to happen. I wrote a blog this week. I have found it really hard to keep up with all of my communications, and while I'm writing this book, I have found, on top of everything else that I'm doing, just write a book, they said. I have found that really quite challenging. So the fact that I got a blog out this week, I'm pretty pumped about that too. And we got to celebrate one of our clinicians' milestone birthday this week, and that was a pretty special thing to be a part of as well. So it's been a fulfilling week. It's been a busy week, yes, Beck, but my weeks are busy. I don't have two little people at home. I think anybody who's got little people at home and are doing this thing called, you know, taking care of other people are amazing. And Beck, you came all the way down from Newcastle. Yeah, we can be busy together. But it's a fulfilling week, and I think that's the missing piece for a lot of other business owners who don't get to do what we do, is that the work we do is fulfilling. If it wasn't fulfilling us, we wouldn't do it. And that's often where the disconnect happens and where burnout happens, is where your fulfillment piece has disappeared, and where you're striving to meet the values quite often, or the demands that don't make you feel good about yourself anymore. That's what a loss of values are. So making sure that I tap into my values, having settled earlier in the week that I'm not giving up clinical work, having settled earlier in the week that, yep, I am ready for my business to grow, for this business to grow, not because I need to be the multi-millionaire, that would be nice, but that's going to come with a heap of responsibility, but because there are so many more people who need our help, and I've got awesome people around me who can help me help them. Perfect. So a challenge for everybody for next week. I want you to think about it. One of the things that most people that I get to work with and have in my world are very poor at is asking for help. Is actually going, I need help with this. I need help with that. So I'm just reading all of the comments here. Beck, oh, Beck, you had a colleague has asked you to work with someone careers coaching. Oh, that's brilliant. Go you, good thing. Thank you, Adele. This is another part of my home office. Nicola, nice to see you again. And Jill Johnson-Young, yeah, growing. You guys lead the way. So the challenge for next week is I want you to think about one thing that you know you need some help on. I don't care how big it is. It might be help with feeding the kids one afternoon. It might be help with getting the washing done. It might be help with getting your notes up to date. It might be help with learning how to do online internet marketing. It might be help with proofreading. It might be help with bookkeeping. Just want you to think of one thing that you could use some help with. The awesome Debbie Eglin is on the call. And that one thing, I want you to be brave enough next week to go and ask for the help. And I want you to come back and I want you to tell me about it. I want you to share what it is that you've gone and asked for help for. Now, I'm not attached to the outcome. I don't want you being attached to the outcome. I just want us practicing asking for help, because we are not good at it, and we often don't realize the type of help that's available until we start letting people know that we've got a problem. Don't think you need to have the solution. Look at that, Debbie. You've come up. Jill's talking about having Debbie available for help as well. Nicola, you coming up. We're coming to you for help in a couple of weeks' time. And I know that you, Nicola, have been brave and asking for help, and you helping me be brave and asking for help. So the more momentum and the more we can talk about this in a safe way, we don't have to be airing our dirty laundry everywhere. But even if you don't know what the help is that you want, the fact that you know you need help with something, that's where the power in this lies. Because if you ask somebody for help with, I don't know how I'm going to get the dishes done, or I don't know how I'm going to get through all my casework this week, or I don't know how I'm going to tell this client that they've lost their job, or I don't know how I'm going to tell this client that I'm leaving my practice. If you ask, that is asking for help, letting people know where you're struggling and letting people know what it is that you need some advice around. And I am... Ooh, I need help with having a network conversation. Who can I ask for help? Oh, Beck McMurray, you're hilarious. Have you opted in for my training? If not, you need to go find my training. I need to make that available to you. So I feel like I've been doing a mass promotion for Nicola and for Debbie today, but they are cool people that you need to have in your world. And if you're not following them on Facebook, go make that happen. And if you need help with productivity, you really want to be talking to Debbie because she's awesome with that. Not in a mindset way, in an actually practical, getting things done and executed kind of way. Here is to the week of fulfillment and looking forward to next week. I'm moving into the weekend. I'm going to start calming down. I'm going to enjoy the time with my husband this weekend. We've been passing like ships in the night, and I'm going to spend some time with my son, and I'm going to spend some time writing come Sunday afternoon. So I'm looking forward to this book being finished, and I'm looking forward to it being done, but I'm looking forward to just the next steps. So it's the weekend coming. Make sure that you look after you, do the things that replenish you. Make sure you hug really hard those that you love in your life, because it's no good doing this great work for others if we're not looking after ourselves and being available for the people who are most important to us. So this is Private Practice. I look forward to talking to you next week, and let's go be our awesome, fabulous people.